All right, look like we're finally live. Let's go live on the gram. All right, y'all. Pray that everything is doing well with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, 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 brothers and sisters. We are back again. Back again. It is what? Tuesday. Tuesday. Pray that you had a great day. You're going to continue to have a great evening. We're going to talk about, of course, the book, right? That all of you all should have. Why don't you? If you don't have the book, why don't you have it? Why would you even spend any time here listening to what I have to say for any amount of time into the minutes, right? If you've been here before, why haven't you got the book? Get the book, brothers and sisters. It'll be worth 10 times the price of admission. I guarantee you will get more than a dozen nuggets, more than a dozen aha moments. If you're still looking like I am looking for the pieces to this puzzle, because it's not complete yet, I haven't reached my ultimate purpose and aim in life that I desire in my heart. So there's pieces missing. And I'm looking for those pieces. I would guarantee you, brothers and sisters, that this has in the book several missing pieces that you are looking for. All right. So make sure you get this book ASAP if you haven't gotten it already. And if you have, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, brothers and sisters. All right. You see there at the bottom of the screen, go to that website, get some free stuff. We'll get into that in a minute. But tonight, we want to share with you something that I shared before, but some of you all might have missed it. I want to share with you something out of my book, right? It's called the Black Economic Empowerment Pledge. You have to pledge things with your mouth, and you have to pledge things with your heart, and you have to pledge things with your action, most importantly. But it comes from thought, it comes from spirit, and it multiplies or it manifests into action. Everything should manifest into action. If not, then there's some components missing. All right. So we're going to cover that in the book, brothers and sisters. But go to that website right there. Once we exceed 100 subscribers, and I need to check and haven't checked in the last couple of days, but once we exceed 100 subscribers at that website, themoneygamebook.com, then we're gonna activate the second gift. You get 2 gifts just by going there and saying, yes, Daryl, I want to connect with you. Yes, Daryl, I like what you're saying. I can't wait to get the book. But what I want to do is what they say, pay it forward. I want to pay it forward. I want to sow the seed, knowing that with the right condition, the right amount of sun, the right amount of money over time, sun and moisture, rain, over a period of time, it will harvest. It will grow, and I will be able to get harvest from it. That's the whole idea of understanding the components and what's really required to win and dominate the money game. So you go to that website, themoneygamebook.com, you get 2 free gifts. One, you get a audio download instantly of a presentation I did entitled The Money Game. You get it. It'll start giving you an idea, conditioning your mind to receive the information that's in the book. All right. Then the second free gift is once we exceed 100 subscribers, then we're going to have a private Zoom call. I will come on, you will come on. We'll spend about an hour together talking about the book, talking about the concepts. You can ask me questions. Daryl, can you expound? Can you clarify? How can I use this idea in my life? How can I make it practical? That sounds good, Daryl, but what do you mean? That sounds good, but I don't think that's real. That sounds good, but that seems kind of wishful thinking. Let's have a dialogue. Let's have a mature dialogue in which we should have more of those on a consistent, regular basis when it comes to the money game, when it comes to money and winning and dominating on a very large scale. That means beyond just whatever you want. That means beyond creature comforts. Winning and dominate goes far beyond the individual. That's what I've learned over this past 44 years in this space. All right. So you go to that website, you get the free download, you go to on that page as well. Then you can press the buy button and buy the book. All right, brothers and sisters, it is not like any other book about money. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, as they say. Don't let the title of the book fool you, because it's really the subtitle that should capture you and draw you in to make you say, oh yeah, I got to get that. So black people can win and dominate. Folks don't even put that on their book. They might say African Americans or whatever, but so we can win and dominate. Oh wow, see those that understand that language, then yeah, they know exactly how to make them want to get the book. They'll want to get the book. All right. So we only want to spend a few minutes here, brothers and sisters, because we're busy. We have things to do, and we have to learn how to, get things in bite-sized pieces. That's how the book is written, because you may not always have 30, 40, 50 an hour at a time to always sit down and ingest information. Sometimes you do have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You might have a whole bunch of those, and that'll add up to an hour and a half per day versus sitting down for an hour all at one time. Most people don't have that to give, but they have increments of 15 minutes. All right. So today we're going to talk about, and we're going to read, and I'm going to expound more on this on the Zoom call. But in this book, brothers and sisters, I put together a Black Economic Empowerment Pledge. It's in the back of the book. Right, it's in the very back. This is about 201 pages, and looks like it's right after the resource page. You see there? Black Economic Empowerment Pledge. See that, IG? All right. I'm going to cover them very quickly, but this is something that I put together. I modeled it after the pledge that we made on the mall with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for the Holy Day of Atonement, the Million Man March. He gave us a pledge, and this pledge that I put in the book is modeled after that. Okay. And there's a lot of similarities, right? But pledges, we have to really start comprehending, right? A pledge. What does that mean? How do you use it? How do you put legs? How do you give mass? How do you give power to words? Because without power that's backing the words, it's just words, and it falls on deaf ears. All right. So we have to start pledging these things, brothers and sisters, because if you understand, like I know, and I understand, see, we are programmed in society by default. You don't go to school and learn which we've been programmed, which society programs us to believe and to know. Only thing like that is formal education, and that's what makes it so powerful, right? But outside of formal education, then we are conditioned through osmosis, right? So we can't learn through osmosis. We can't rectify. We can't reverse the miseducation of the Negro by osmosis. It has to be done intentionally, purposely, over time, over years. Like I said, I've been in this space on this journey, this money journey, for 44 years. Who does that? But those that want to win and dominate. And I've committed that I'll stay on this for the rest of my life. Why are you going to need money for the rest of your life? Even after you die, somebody's going to have to bury you. All right, so let's cover this real quick. We only want to spend about 15 minutes or so, so we can go on. So page 193, for all the students who have their textbook, turn to page 193. Now, one of the many things that I've learned by being in the Nation of Islam now for 32 years is the power of words and how you really got to look at words. The words might be common, they might be simple to understand, but you have to really look at words. Beginning was the word, and words was with God, and was God, right? So it's very, very, very important that we just don't skim past words. Hey, how you doing? Hip hop police? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry. But anyway, so, and I know who you are. You're a big Prince fan. All right, I got you. And Tony fan. I got you. I know who you are. Anyway, so this Black economic empowerment pledge. Let's just read this very quickly and I'll let you guys go. All right. So it always starts with I, and then you say your name and then the pledge. I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to study and apply what I learned about building wealth. Apply. Look at the words. Apply what I learned about building wealth for me, my family, and my community. All right. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Crystal. Number 2, I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to dedicate time, money, resources for the rest of my life. How long? For the rest of my life in building wealth for me, my family, and my community. See, it has to go beyond you, brothers and sisters. Why work so hard just to pay bills and to have creature comfort, right? If not, it won't empower you to win and dominate. Because at some point in time, you'll say, well, I don't need more money. It's not about needing more. It's about wanting more because you want to do more with more that you have, with what you have. Okay. So the next one is I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to meet with family members or anyone, because some of our family members ain't there, is serious and willing to sacrifice for economic matter. Willing to sacrifice. Key words. See, it's very clear what this pledge is. It's not ambiguous. All right. I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to never give up. How long? Never give up supporting Black businesses and organizations. I understand the law of reciprocity. I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge not to criticize anything. Some things, most things, a lot of things, anything Black owned and operated. I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to being a conscious consumer. The word conscious means aware. Spend money with my brother before another. I understand the power of my Black dollar. That's financial awareness. We'll cover that on another call. I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to live below my means. You're not living off of credit. Below your means. I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to invest time, money, resources monthly. How often? Monthly, in improving how I think about money, about myself, and my people. See, this is way beyond money. See, it's about winning and dominating at this game. I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to have 5 times more passive income than earned income. 5 times more. I should put in here at least 5 times more. I, Darrell Muhammad, pledge to pass on to my children. Who? Children and or grandchildren, income producing assets. Income producing assets. The book talks about income producing assets. See, we got to understand, money in its different forms, its different use, how it's earned. And, Assalamu alaikum, Courage Coach. There he is, y'all, Courage Coach. All right. So we have to understand these things. We hear them, but do we understand them? That's why the Bible says, of all these things, get ye understanding. Wisdom is good. Knowledge is, but understanding. What do we really understand about money? The different facets of money, right? How money is leveraged and used and how it's used. You're talking about weaponized politics, right? They weaponize money. They weaponize food. They weaponize education. Right. So don't stop at politics or the judicial system. They weaponize everything. So we have to weaponize money to our advantage, just like they weaponize money against us to our disadvantage. Right. So, brothers and sisters, these are things that go far beyond getting money, because in the bigger scheme of things, you and I will never have more than those that control everything. If you haven't heard, then let me be the one to tell you. Since the pandemic, and even before that, the top tier, the elite, have gotten wealthier over the pandemic, have gotten wealthier since inflation, while everybody else has gone down. See, so they have a different understanding of money. They play the money game differently. And one thing that I've learned, brothers and sisters, Just because you're small don't mean you have to play small. Just because you're not a professional don't mean you can't play like a professional. Just because you're not a billionaire doesn't mean you cannot think and act like a billionaire. Just because you're not a multi-millionaire don't mean you can't treat your few dollars as if they're millions. Because with those who are enlightened, who play to win and dominate, know that if the way you get to $1 million, you got to pass by dollar number one. You got to pass by $2, $3, $10, that $20 in your pocket that I just got $20 in my pocket. You got to pass by 20 to get to 100. You ain't going to skip to 100 from one. You got to pass numerically through the numeric number system. See? So it's not about a lot of money. All right, brothers and sisters. So that pledge, get the book, say the pledge. You'll be surprised. And Courage Coach can come on the show on Sunday. This coming up Sunday, and you're gonna talk about manifestation. Words are thoughts. Thoughts are power. You don't even have to say it. Thoughts are power. You can think things into existence. Of course, there's a formula. You got to follow it with some actions, but it starts with a thought, brothers and sisters. Start with words in your mind. Thoughts are words in your mind. It's a form of communication. Words is a form of communication, and you communicate words with yourself. All right? So go to themoneygamebook.com. Get your 2 free gifts. Well, 1 right now, and 2 once we exceed 100 subscribers. Once we exceed 100 subscribers, then we'll schedule the gift number 2, which is the private Zoom call. Might even bring on the Courage Coach because we got some good announcements coming up Sunday that we want to share with you all. So make sure you join us this Sunday. Inshallah, I'll come back on Thursday. But if not, you go to Closing the Gap broadcast on YouTube channel, Closing the Gap. Hit subscribe, hit notification. We've been blessed to have our own show. Hey, Eden Fresh, assalamu alaikum. We've been blessed to have our own The Money Game show every second and fourth Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this is episode number 3, and the Courage Coach will be on there. We got a big surprise for you, brothers and sisters, because, we can't stop. We have to continue and pick up the pace. And with technology, we have to use technology, but we have to be intelligent as well. So we can go ahead and make up this lost time that we have that's getting away from us, because things around us is moving very, very quickly. And unless we keep up pace, it's going to look like we're going in reverse. All right. So help us to exceed that 100 subscriber list or subscriber number at that website, themoneygamebook.com. Eden Fresh, go to themoneygamebook.com. Once we exceed 100 subscribers, you're going to get an email for a private, elusive, exclusive Zoom call. We can talk about the book and we can build something, because this is just a beginning, God willing, of bringing us all together. It's not my thing, right? I'm like the mailman, right? The mailman just delivers the mail. He just makes sure it gets to you safely and securely. I'm just the messenger. I'm just somebody that loves our people enough. And we are taught in the Nation of Islam, you want for your brother and sister what you want for yourself. How are they going to get it unless you share it using modern means and methods? All right. So go to that website. Join us this Sunday, 6 p.m. on YouTube, The Money Game Show. And we're going to have another good show. Oh man, last show was good. So just go there. You'll be able to see the last 2 episodes. But this one coming up this Sunday, 6 p.m. And we'll see you at the top. As I say, Reese's brother Rodney Assad Muhammad here on the call, the Courage Coach. He and I co-hosted Black Wealth Empowerment, a YouTube show, live show every Sunday. We had that thing we stopped having it 4 years ago. We had our last show 4 years ago. So before all this social media and really popped off and everybody, got a YouTube channel and stuff, we were doing the Black Wealth. We did 154 episodes, and we had our last episode about 4 years. We started 9 years ago. Myself and Brother Kiam and Then Sister Brandy came on after Kiam had the assignment with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and Brother Assad came on. The Courage Coach came on, and we did it for at least, I don't know, Brother Assad, I don't know, about 50 of those, 50, 60 of those, right? So, brothers and sisters, we ain't new to this, we true to this. So you join us Sunday, but come back, God willing, Thursday around this time so we can talk about the money game. So black folks can win and dominate. All right. As we say, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, and once again, most importantly, our black community deserves your very best. Till next time.